But just initial reactions. Obviously, you've probably known.
Yeah. We've known for a little bit. Earlier this week, we're just kind of waiting for things to finalize. And once again, like I said before, this has always been Kory's decision. It's always been Kory's journey and Kory's decision. And like I've said before, I chose my own path, and I went to a different school, and I bleed green. But like I told Kory, you're going to need to make the best decision for you. So weighing all the different options and seeing where you're going to be developed the best as an athlete, as a person, as a student. You just kind of weigh all those things, and this was the decision that he made. He felt like this would be the best spot for him to go away to school, be away from the family, learn, grow, and kind of do his own thing in the Big 12. And maybe the SEC. We'll see. We'll see.
Growing up, was he pretty much a Spartan fan?
Yeah, all of our kids were inducted into Michigan State. Yeah, I played football at Michigan State, and every time we'd go there, we'd see all the fellas I used to play with. Alan Haller, Courtney Hawkins, Coach Tico Duckett goes to my church. Like, they're all good people. Now that we're done with the football part of it, we're growing and doing the business part of it. So it's good for him to see, oh, hey, these are some athletes who, used to play ball, but now they're actually in their careers and they're moving forward and they're doing things. So yeah, we've always grown up with Michigan State in the background. So yeah.
What do you think were some of the factors that went into his decision?
Well, in all honesty, he's always been huge at intelligence and growing that way in the business school. He's always been big onto the strength coaches. So every time we go on a visit, he would always want to talk to the running back coach, the strength coach, and the nutrition resource. And I think the biggest reason and you would probably have to ask Kory, but I think the biggest reason he made the decision with Kansas is the strength coach blew him away. And not taking anything away from any of these other programs, because they're all really good, but that coach has a plan to make Kory not just the best athlete he can be, but the best human being he can be to make him reach his potential. So yeah, I think that's really what sold him. It doesn't hurt that we also have family out there. That wasn't a big part of the decision, but initially, and actually there's a funny story behind that. Terry Sammer reached out to us early on and was like, hey, you know what, does Kory really want an offer? Is he just trying to collect offers? And I was like, well, you know what, I don't want to get you involved because when Kansas comes knocking, they'll actually come knocking officially. And I was like, so let's just put this on hold. And he was like, all right, cool. Because, we vacation with them. We've been, chased by alligators down in Florida with him. So, yeah, so we go way, way back. But so then Kansas actually came knocking. And then when they came knocking for real, I was like, yeah, this is a real thing. Early on, we never thought he'd end up in Kansas. We had actually thought he'd be at some other school. So it just turns out that Kansas came knocking, and they checked every box. My wife says this too. They checked every box plus, and the only big issue is distance. And I think we can overcome that as long as we're comfortable that he's growing and doing what he's doing. So,
was Michigan State, was the staff already made aware?
Yes. Yeah. Yep. They were made aware ahead of time. We're always big at being kind. Like I said, my wife's always like, be humble, be kind. So we're like, we know this is a business now, and we wanted all these schools to know ahead of time that, hey, you know what, we're going down another route and we're making a decision here. So yeah, so when we let them know we're making their decision, yeah.
Is the official still on or no? To Michigan State?
I'm assuming that the official visit is probably not still on. We didn't cancel it out of respect for Michigan State. I was like, that's my school, that's my passion. So we didn't want to do anything. We let even like some of these leaks that happened, I don't know how they transpired, but we let them run their own show because out of respect. Like I said, I'm still going to be at the game. I'm still going to be supporting them. They're still my dogs.
Yeah.
Just once again, I'm a parent first before I'm a Spartan.